Welcome to today's Explainer. We've got something absolutely huge to talk about today. The landscape of obesity treatments is just shifting so incredibly fast right now. And today we're looking at a major medical research announcement, Roche's latest clinical breakthrough. Let's get right into the data because you're going to want to hear this. Okay, let's dive into this. 22.7%. Wow. In the highly scrutinized world of metabolic clinical treatments, achieving a specific double-digit efficacy figure like this, it's exceptionally rare. No joke. It immediately commands your attention because it demonstrates a level of intervention that is literally pushing the boundaries of what modern medicine is currently achieving in this specific field. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're dealing with. To put that into perspective, we are talking about almost a quarter of a patient's total body weight being completely shed. We aren't just looking at some minor statistical fluctuation here. This abstract statistic translates to a profound, real-world physical transformation. The sheer proportion of the weight reduction just completely changes the clinical baseline. So moving on to the 22.7% milestone and unpacking this big number, what does this actually mean for us? Well, the reporting here is totally unambiguous. Roche's obesity drug helps patients shed 22.7% of weight. An observed clinical outcome of 22.7% weight loss isn't just some theoretical projection or a hopeful guess, it is the hard data pulled directly from the trial results. This specific, tangible result fundamentally changes the conversation around what kind of clinical impact we can expect from this medication. It's a real game changer. Next up, Roche's R&D breakthrough, and exactly who is behind this discovery. As the exact headline states, Roche clinical breakthrough, mid-stage obesity trial success. This firmly establishes Roche as the mastermind, the architect behind this development, completely validating the significance of the trial. It objectively confirms the organization responsible and precisely defines the major clinical milestone that we're analyzing today. You know, a milestone like this doesn't just happen overnight. It's the direct product of rigorous, highly structured research and development. It takes immense dedication and, frankly, massive resources to push a medical intervention to this level of promise. What we're seeing right here is the culmination of intense focus within the pharmaceutical space to deliver these highly precise outcomes. All right, let's get into decoding mid-stage trials and what this medical jargon actually means for the timeline. A mid-stage trial is a clinical testing phase focused on proving a drug's efficacy and monitoring safety in a larger patient group. For those of you following clinical pipelines, you know exactly how absolutely crucial this phase is. The focus here is rigorously proving that a drug actually works, while continuously keeping a close eye on safety across a much wider group of people. So, achieving a 22.7% reduction at this specific stage, it isn't just about passing a test, it's about clearing a massive developmental hurdle. It proves the intervention works dynamically in a larger population while maintaining those all-important safety metrics. Let's move to and see how this builds across the whole process. You've got Step 1, early-stage safety, Step 2, mid-stage efficacy, and Step 3, late-stage confirmation. Roche has successfully navigated those early safety checks and delivered undeniable efficacy in Step 2. They are now positioned perfectly right in the middle of this rigorous journey, transitioning towards that late-stage confirmation, with some highly compelling data already in their back pocket. It is a massive leap from early-stage theoretical promise to hard, mathematical, mid-stage evidence. We are no longer just hoping it works based on early theories, the clinical charts actually prove it does. Generating this 22.7% evidence completely elevates the drug from a really promising concept to an undeniable, proven clinical reality. Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. What happens next? The path forward. So, the crucial point is the road ahead. This requires continued Roche R&D, a smooth transition to late-stage confirmation, and ultimately finalizing the trial's success. Finalizing this success is the critical next step before this intervention can fully clear the pipeline and hit the real world. The trajectory is exceptionally promising, for sure, but executing this final phase of scientific work remains absolutely essential. With mid-stage success secured, the ultimate question is, how long until this breakthrough actually changes lives? The 22.7% milestone is set. Now? Well, now we watch the science unfold. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep your eyes on the data.